Welcome to Tunacheki's news update.
Where are we? Where are we, the people? Africa is always receiving Palestine as a symbol of the liberty.
On a point of order, Chair.
Mr. President,
On a point of order.
please let me finish what I have to say. What?
On a point of order, Chair. I'm here. On a point of order, Chair. I'm rising on a point of order. I fully agree. Honorable member is presenting. I agree entirely. But we are in the middle of a discussion of a report. Can we exhaust the report and come back to this motion? Because it's an important motion which cannot be discussed as a by the way. It needs to be a substantive motion where we'll even take a decision as Pan-African Parliament. We agree with that motion. We are all here. And we're not going to allow this Parliament to adjourn until it has taken a decision on what is happening in the Middle East.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, there was a statement by the Commission of the African Union which condemns what happened yesterday in terms of the acts perpetrated by the State of Israel in relation to the Palestinians. This is a motion, Mr. President. We are 30 parliamentarians. We signed this motion, and we want the Pan-African Parliament to produce at least a condemnation of the killing of 49 men, women, and children. People are looking for a homeland. They have, for 70 years, Africa has been supporting them. Mr. President, Africa has supported Palestine, but where is Africa today? I think that Africa will not let this go. You yourself will not let this go. Condemnation is the least thing we can say. At least during the day of judgment, we can say that we saw evil and we did something about it. Thank you. Your motion is oral. We'll follow the procedure. But let me say that on certain issues, we need to put ourselves in the position of the African Union. We are an organ of the African Union. We cannot anticipate and make decisions that will make our states uncomfortable. So we need to go through the procedure for a motion. This is a text by the African Union. The African Union itself condemned this. A little bit of discipline, please. So if you cannot do this like this. If they produce a declaration, then they will convey it to us.
Point of order, President. Let me understand this. Let me get the procedure of what the honourable member has proposed. Am I getting you right when you say he must write the motion, submit it formally so that there can be a proper discussion or adoption in line with what the AU has already said? Because if that is the understanding, then I agree fully. So I want to understand what is the way forward on this motion.
Now, on Article 61 says on options, notwithstanding the provisions of Article 60, the parliamentarian with the president can introduce a motion. But if the motion should be included in the agenda 3 days before the presentation of the motion, unless the chair of the meeting finds it in the public interest to include this in the agenda without observing the 3 days limit.
Raise it again tomorrow, President, because the way you are closing is very problematic. You cannot read a rule that says to you, if a matter is in the public interest, you can give it a go-ahead and then say you have closed.
No.
This matter is in the public interest, and we're saying to you, give it some recognition. It is happening now. It's not going to happen in the next 3 days. We will not have known that it's going to happen 3 days before, because we are not part of the planning of committing a genocide. So you can't say in terms of the rules we should have put these motions 3 days ago. How are we going to know that Israel is going to kill Palestinians? It's happening now. We are sitting now. We have to condemn it. And I'm saying to you, subject it to some form of a process. If you can entertain it now, say to us, let's write it, give it to the secretary, and tomorrow you can give us a go-ahead. It is in the public interest, yes, and it must be attended to.
Now the session stands adjourned.
Did you like our video? Please let us know in the comments below and share our video with friends and family to support the channel.